Now it's a soulful instrument, and it's a solitary instrument. It's those times when you be somewhere alone, like I would down in the hollers, hills, and I'd get off myself, and I mean, until you've lived the blues, you can't hardly really play them. I mean, people play at them, I mean, their riffs, I mean, their notes, but if you play a song with feeling, it comes from the heart, you can normally tell it above others. The color in it's a little more pure, you know what I'm saying? You understand where I'm coming from? Not far from the Wood River. Or if you look, or say, look for Jasper, it's north of Birmingham on I-78, and then my kinfolk lived all the way up from there to Bear Creek to Haleville, Double Springs, up in that part of the country. Beautiful. The name of it?
That's Shenandoah.
There you go. See?
Yep.
Next thing you know, it'll be 18 jar head. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
Then I play along to the whippoorwill. Okay? Now play that on harp and guitar together. And, if I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my lady? If a tinker was my trade, would you still find me carrying the pots I made, following behind me? And I'll save your love to loneliness, save your love to sorrow. I'll give you my loneliness, give me your tomorrow. And as a kid, you asked me about how I started playing harmonica. I guess I was about 4 or 5 years old when the first time I got one. And not having that many friends, you grew up in the country, kind of solitude, and a lot of responsibility. You got to help out with chores, things around the house. You know, most kids don't even think about today. But I always had my harmonica play music, and Mama started getting us to go to church, and I got into playing gospel music, and so it was like a gift to me, you know. And you could hum a tune, and I could play it, you know. And that's how I started doing that. Then about 9 or 10, I started picking the guitar, taught myself how to play that, and I took my harp on it, my bandana, and sit there and tune it, and pick wildwood flower. And I guess, make a long story short, in high school, friends of mine would come all the way out there at the Partridge Crossroads and pick me up. And we'd go down to Camp David or Warrior River, and I'd sit in with the guys down there. Most of the time, I always played gospel music or played some kind of bluegrass song or so, you know, You're My Sunshine, you know, just something like that. And if I was in key with them, you know, if I had more than one harp, I'd cross it, play blues, you know, play straight. I play straight, direct more than most people. And then when I left home, went to the Marines. Gunny liked my harmonica playing. I had one, and we didn't have radios or TVs or geet up there. You know, like in down 70, you don't have nothing like that. I mean, early 70s when I went to the Marines, you didn't. Later on, like that. I made the rank, and then my other outfits, it got two guys. They knew I played the harmonica and guitar, and it was all kind of a laugh. So we'd get flown in somewhere, and there was times when the harmonica came and handed it to me. Man, I just sit there and played some blues, played some old country songs, you know, like I used to change the words around. Well, there ain't no night to lay I left, whether it was dry. Sun so hot, nearly froze to death. But Susan Anner, don't you cry. Oh, Susan Anner, don't you cry for me, 'cause I come from Alabama with my old harmonica. You know, make the guys laugh. And then when I come out of service, trucking on the road, being a trucker, and as an owner operator, everybody has a CB handle, citizen band handle. You know, they call it. You don't want to call you by your name. Well, everybody always called me hillbilly in the Marines. You know, I didn't want to just be a hillbilly back on the radio, because there was Georgia hillbilly, Kentucky hillbilly, you know, Arkansas hillbilly, and so I said no. So middle of the night, coming across out west, out 40, I keyed up my mic, you know, and I was playing a real pretty song. Those guys up on Channel 44 somewhere, get off the main traffic count. And so, what's your handle, harmonica player? And I said, I really hadn't had one yet. It's the late 70s, you know, 80s, I started running out west. And so all of a sudden, man, you're the Harmonica Man, what do you think? Play it like that, you know. He said, play it again, Sam, you know. So the next thing I know, we had like a mini convoy behind there, like 15 truckers pulled in there, and they poured all in the petrol, and they bought my dinner. He said, hey, you woke us up, man. We want to hear that again. But so over the years, that's always been my handle, Harmonica Man. People know it. And they hear a certain song, they remember me by the song. They can't remember my name, but they always remember me by my song. You know, they'd be like, there's a little catfish, a little bluesy fishing story. You know, I entertained the guys in the Marines with it. Never had no words to it. But it wasn't until years later, me and Papa were running trot lines, and he asked me about it. And when I went to play it, he about fell out of the boat. And I thought it was so funny that I put me some little words in the middle of it. So that's how I can catfish, you know, hillbilly rap tune or whatever you want to call it. And so now, when I come out here and I sit in with bands, I used to sit in bands from Atlanta to LA. Had my magic box, I walk in there, but it seems like a lot of that's kind of changed over the years, so it's hard to kind of get noticed. I've done some studio work, you know, mostly upon request, word of mouth. So, never say never, you know.